What's up, guys, and welcome to the Tim Sports Talk, and today we're going to talk about Drew Lock. Now, there has been reports that the Broncos are really interested in getting one of the top-tier quarterbacks. They were interested in Matthew Stafford. They're really interested in Deshaun Watson right now, and if Russell Wilson becomes available, they would be interested in him as well. And there's this report here that says if they don't get one of those guys, they're going to stick with Drew Lock. But I want to propose this idea, and the idea is Drew Lock for a second-round pick for the Washington football team. Before I get into why I think it's a good idea for Washington, for Denver, they would be an interesting situation. So this is a draft chart, like a trade value chart, and right now they're sitting at 9, which is worth about $1,350. Miami's pick is $2,200. If they were to send their 9th overall pick, their second-round pick, which is worth $500, that's $1,850, and our pick of $390, that gets them over that $2,200 value, and they potentially could trade up using their first, second, and our second for Miami's 3rd overall pick to get Justin Fields or Zach Wilson, whichever the Jets don't take. Maybe they don't take either, and they can get either one of those guys and reset with a rookie quarterback under a rookie deal that could be worth 5 years, right? So Denver could move on for Drew Lock and get one of these top young quarterbacks out of next year or this year's draft. So that's why I'm thinking maybe they would be interested in a second round for Drew Lock. Now, why would Washington be interested in Drew Lock? Drew Lock is a guy that I really, really like. He's got a cannon for an arm. I mean, the kind of cannon that could, off his back foot, throw 40, 50 yards downfield, right? It's not quite Patrick Mahomes, but it's that kind of arm that really sticks out in this league. If you go look at his stats don't jump off the page, right? 23 touchdowns, 18 interceptions in his career. Last year was 16 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. 57% completion percentage is pretty bad. Around 250 yards a game, like 230 or something like that. His stats didn't really scream at you, great quarterback. Why? First off, he had a terrible offensive line. You can see here, 25th ranked offensive line in the league, and they talk about Garrett Bowles, the left tackle. If it wasn't for the left tackle, this O-line would even be lower than what it's ranked now. They're talking about the rest of the offensive line besides the left tackle was hot garbage. All right, so this offensive line really is graded higher than it should be because of one player. Going back to this, also, Drew Lock, this 57% completion percentage is because Drew Lock is not somebody that's scared to sling the ball down the field, which we've been so used to some check down Charlies, right? Alex Smith or Kyle Allen or whoever it is, Dwayne Haskins. Like, these guys seem to be scared to throw the ball downfield. That is not the case for Drew Lock. Drew Lock will take the big throw, even when it's not, like, sometimes it's not there, right? Which is not a good thing. But at the same time, it is a good thing because, as John Thompson III said over in Georgetown, he said it's better to, try to calm down a wild man than revive a corpse, right? Basically to say somebody that's throwing the ball downfield consistently, it's much better to have that kind of guy than somebody that just wants to check it down and is scared to throw it downfield, because you can teach the wild man, right, to calm down a little bit. Let's take what the defense gives us, but keep an eye out for that deep throw if it's open, right? Rather than the other way, it's much, much more difficult to get that going. Drew Lock is a guy that I think could blow up, like a Josh Allen type blow up, okay? They both have strong arms. They both have the ability to move in the pocket, run the football at an efficient rate. This guy could be the future for the Washington football team. For a second round pick, I think this guy could be and end up being a steal in the long run. If you just look at his stats now, you're not going to be happy. But what can be the future of this young man? It could be through the roof, to be very, very, very honest with you. So this is why I think the Washington football team should trade a second round pick. I think it could work for the Broncos to use that second round pick to move up to get another young quarterback. and both teams end up being happy. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Also, there's a link in the description for our Discord. Hop in our Discord, talk some football with us. And last but not least, there are donation links in the description. If you feel so kind, you could donate to the channel. Appreciate it. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think of Drew Lock. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Drew Lock. I know Chris Cooley talked about him coming out of the draft, that he may have even taken him with the 15th overall pick. This guy has something, okay? And I really would be interested in making this kind of move to get Washington a franchise quarterback that's young and up and coming. Drew Lock. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you. And until next time, see ya!